and welcome to another live sporting event brought to you by SDC TV. Today we are live from Koh Tao. Where is Koh Tao and why are we here, I might hear you ask? Well, this small tropical island is playing host to an up-and-coming event, the World Underwater Bubble Championships. As you can see, the crowds are coming in thick and fast to witness this amazing event. So why are so many people interested in this sport? To answer that question, I have with me Walter Winfall, who's head of the Underwater Bubblering Federation, to give us an insight into this sport and how it works. Walter, thank you for joining us today. Can you give us an insight into the sport?
Of course. Bubblering blowing has been a passion and a hobby for a lot of divers since quite a long time already, and it's getting more and more into a big sport. A few foundations were built up all over the world, and they made a little contest about blowing bubble rings. This group of foundation was to get to know each other around the globe, and they started to build a big foundation, which is called the WUWBRF.
And as far as training is concerned, what training do these competitors go for in order to prepare for an event like today's?
Well, the training is very intensive.
Okay, Private, how bad do you want it? Are you tired yet? Are you tired yet? No! Give me 10! Give me 10! On the ground now! On the ground! 10! 1, 2, 3, 4, head up, chin up! This is a push-up! Where is your elastic band? Where is your elastic band? Did you forget it? Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Give me 10! Give me 10! 1, 2, 3! That's not a push-up! Give me a sit-up! Give me a sit-up! Sit-up! Up! Higher up! Higher up! You are weak! Repeat after me! I am weak! I am weak! I am weak! I am weak! Yes! I am louder! Weak! I am weak! Stop crying like a little baby! Come on! Give me 10 more! 1, 2, suck it up! Are you tired? Are you tired? Knock it! Faster! Faster! We're only halfway! Bubble! Bubble! 50 more!
Very intensive. It involves stamina, strength and lung capacity. There are 3 different categories in which each competitor must excel to be a champion. So they must be well prepared to execute these various techniques. They must be applied to each one. This requires discipline, commitment, rigorous training and routine. All our competitors take their minds and their bodies to the extreme of what is possible to achieve the perfect bubble ring.
And these categories that you're speaking of, what are they?
First, we have the direct bubble ring. Many will tell you this is the core of where the sport began. The competitor must use mouth and facial muscles without use of any other aid form unbroken bubble ring.
I'm sure our viewers are dying to know, what makes the perfect bubble ring?
Well, as I said, the perfect bubble ring is unbroken. It forms a perfect ring and lasts in this form for at least 2 seconds.
And within today's competition, how is the winner going to be defined?
With the width of diameter of the bubble ring and how far in vertical distance it's traveled.
And are there any other categories?
Indirect and Freestyle. Now both of these are much newer events. The indirect method originally developed to accommodate those that wish to participate but who are less comfortable with the direct method. This involves the competitor capturing small bubbles from the exhaust of the regulator and rapidly firing the captured air outwards between the hands to create horizontal bubble rings. Again, bubbles are measured by the diameter and the horizontal reach of the ring. The freestyle one allows the competitor to show the ability to create quality bubble rings and show their rhythmic, artist technique to show as many tricks as they can.
So a complex and challenging event we have today.
Definitely, yeah. Really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Mario, you've seen the events that lead up to today. Who will be the top competitors to watch?
As you said, I've been watching the events in the build-up to this championship, and looking at the training camps today, I would say that Jeffrey is looking mighty strong in the freestyle rounds and has upped their game on direct and indirect, so it could be the dark horse to watch. Obviously this male-dominated sport, but I also have my eye on Florence. She has untapped talent for this and could surprise everyone.
Oh, that's really interesting. And do you have any advice for the competitors today?
Well, keep your cool. Silly mistakes can cost badly at this point, and it's all about the mindset. Those guys in the training camps will be checking each other out, talking up their game and trying to focus mentally. But good luck to them. We have a really strong set of competitors this year.
Thanks, Mario. Just before we head down to the live event, do you have any advice for people wanting to take up this brand new sport?
Yeah, it's a dangerous sport. People must be careful and mindful how they practice. For example, not while you're assisting a course on a safety stop, but there are dangerous wildlife around. Always make sure you're practicing under supervision and qualified professionals.
So, if you would like to follow the sport further, then contact the www.brf.com website for your nearest club.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. We'll now hand over to Daniel, who is poolside with the athletes while they prepare for today's event.
Yeah, that's right, Becky. I'm here at the poolside of this beautiful Band's Dive Resort with the competitors. How is your preparing for the competition has been going?
Well, you know, it started off with a bit of a slow start. I've had a few ear problems to deal with. But I feel like I've really upped my game. I've been practicing all my bubble pools. I feel like I'm with a really great chance this year. Going strong.
So, Dave, you were tipped from a post from the title winner last year, Mario Koesters. How are you feeling about that, and how do you feel about the competition this year?
Yeah, well, obviously I wasn't very happy with last year, but what can you do? No, this year I've been training hard, I've been working at it, and I think I've got a really good shot. I'm going for the freestyle.
So people have been saying to me that it's going to be an Olympic sport in 2020. How do you guys feel about that?
I think it's great, you know, it's finally been recognised as an official sport. It's bringing all this new talent, it's really tapped into a new form of sport, and it's bringing so many people to the forefront, you know, they're bringing their skills to the game. I think it's a great shout.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, we'll be able to train the younger generation and bring them up into the sport. Get more going on, you know? It'd be good. Give it a bit of a boost.
Dave, thank you for joining us. It looks like the competition is about to start. Good luck. As you all can see, the competition pool is ready. And there's our national referee for today, Reginald Blowhall. So folks, the competitors are lining up there at the beautiful band's pool as they are about to begin the 2015 World Championship Bubble Making event. The judges are ready and the competitors are waiting for the signal to start the games. The first event is a direct. Every competitor has to make bubble rings on one breath only from their mouth. Matt jumps in and he gets in position. Start. And what a start it is. Oh, that's a big one. And all the way to the surface. The referee's trying to measure it. It's amazing. Now he tries to get the number up. The referee's counting. And he keeps going. It's amazing. They think it's all over now, and it is. Straight to the judges. A perfect 10. It's simply amazing. First out of the box. Well done, Matt. The others haven't decided yet. 7 and an 8. Well, not a bad start for Matt. Let's see how the others do. There's the start signal. Dave is up. The bubbles from Dave must be bigger than Matt's in order for him to compete. He's trying to get as many bubbles out in one breath as he can. Oh, that's a big one. Whoa, that boy can blow.
the count out has begun. Time's up. And there you see the scores. A 7, an 8, and another 7. 3 points less than Matt, so Matt is still our leader. Jeffrey, Mario's favorite, is up next. He's waving to his fans, he seems very confident. And he's about to start. But what's that? He's on his back. He seems to have a little bit of problem with his buoyancy. It makes it harder for the referee to measure. But look at that. See how much further the bubbles go. That must be a game changer. I've never seen anything like this. The referee has counted him out. Let's see the scores. An 8, another 8, and another 8. Well, that's still 1 point less than Matt, so Matt is still our leader. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that technique Jeffrey used is unique. I've never seen that before. Shooting bubbles from his back rather than his knees, that is unique. That must be a game changer of this sport. And now back to the pool where fabulous Florence is about to start. Let's see what she's made of. I think she has to find her rhythm, but oh, there she goes. Beautiful. The referee is preparing to measure, but look at that giant as it breaks the surface. And now she boosts up the speed. She must have a good pair of lungs. The referee is counting. And out of air. That must be the end of the first round. It's good for a score of 7, 8, 7. Not bad, but still less than Matt. Let's see what they think of in the studio.
So, at the end of the direct round, we have Matt in first place. Surprise, Walter?
Well, as I said before, Matt has been the most consistent across the board for a while, so no surprise by the result at this stage.
So, we go back down to Daniel by the pool for the indirect round.
Yes, welcome back at the poolside, everybody. Looks like we are all prepped and ready for round 2. For this round, the rope is horizontal. It looks like we're on the starter's order. And we start with Matt, because he has the most points. Here's the signal. He starts right away and doesn't want to waste time. Look at that power. This one goes really far. But what about the diameter? He keeps on going. The more the better. The referee's counting and it's over. And we're waiting for the judges to score. And they're in. The first judge at 10. I don't think it was really a 10 because the technique was slightly off. Let's see what the other judges say. 2 8s. Slightly more considerate scores. And we go over to Jeffrey. Strong start. Look at that. The referee ready to measure. He keeps on firing. He's unstoppable. Look at that. He's trying directly from the regulator, but it doesn't work. See how the bubble rings form. He changed his technique, but it's over. That's it. It's good for a 7, an 8, and another 7. A strong start for Jeffrey. Got a big lead towards the end, but this guy wrote history today in the direct round. We will remember him for a long time in this sport. Next up is Florence. 3 in a row, straight. But, is it far and wide enough? She brings the numbers up and keeps on going. But the minute is over. And it is good for a 7, an 8, and another 8. Perhaps if we had some male judges, the scores will be higher. Nevertheless, a good round for Florence. The scoreboard reads well. Jeffrey and Florence are evenly matched, but Matt's way out in the lead. Let's see what Dave does to the scoreboard. And he starts. Needs to find his rhythm. Whoa, what a technique. What a range. And he just keeps on firing.
Those are power bubbles. The count. Fires his final shot. And it's over. What a beautiful round for Dave. And we're waiting for the judges to score. An 8, an 8, and another 8.
Well, there was some exemplary work displayed there. Can you talk us through some of the techniques that we used?
Yes, it's not that easy. It takes a lot of time to blow a perfect bubbling. You have to hold your breath for quite a long time. You have to think about currents. You have to think about positioning. The round mouth, like or with the tongue, like so. That's quite hard to learn in the beginning, but after a while you get to it, and then you enjoy it very, very much to see the perfect bubbling.
Well, I'm not sure Ahmed is achieving that range. It's exceptional. I've never ever seen anything like that. We're probably going to look at the new champion for this year.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Mario, but I'm receiving some news from the pool side. Daniel, what's going on down there?
There seems to be an indication of a conflict of interest with one of the judges and one of the competitors. What's going on? That Matt is disqualified from the competition. The first indication seems to be he has an improper relationship with one of the judges. For sure, he has the right technique. He's out of the pool. Let's see if we can interview him. No comments, no comments. No, he's not ready for a conversation right now. Maybe later. So we enter the third round after the shock of the disqualification. This leaves the competition wide open, so it's not so sure who's gonna win now. Freestyle is obviously the most creative round, as the competitors have 1 minute to show their skills. And we're back in the pool with Jeffrey. What is he trying to do? Is he trying to make the Olympic rings? Ha! What an inspired idea, with the possibility of this sport becoming an Olympic sport. Now he changes to the indirect method. He still has some problems we saw earlier, but he's improving himself. And look at that scores. 2-9 and a 10. Jeffrey really puts his name in the history books, and that was an extraordinary round. This took freestyle to the next level. So, Florence is up next. She must be under pressure now. She has a lot to beat. She starts with the direct. Oh, nice form. What's that? I have never seen that before. That girl can suck. Look how she goes to the indirect. Oh, that's special. She keeps on firing. Oh, and back to the direct. Beautiful. Again, what a round. And as she deserved, really good scores. A 9, a 10, and an 8. Perfect. Dave is the last one up. He has a lot of work to do, as he has to beat Florence, which is #1 at the leaderboard right now. Dave starts from his head. Whoa! I've never seen this before. And he turns around and keeps on firing. He uses his forehead technique. We have never seen this before in this championship. He turns again. And whoa, what is this? He's making bubble rings out of his ass. So funny. And he turns again. And well, what? This time there are bubble rings coming out of his ear. His nose. And oh my god, his eyes. This is amazing. I never thought it was possible. He ends with an indirect without the regulator. Oh my god, what a guy. And surprisingly, all the judges giving him a 10. Well folks, we have a winner. Look at the bubbles in the pool as they lift the champion out of the water. The crowd goes wild. What a day today. This was amazing. Let's go back to Becky as the celebration continues down here.
Thank you for joining us on Koh Tao for the World Underwater Bubble Ring Championships. Join us next time on SDC TV.
and he just keeps on firing. Those are power balls, power balls, power bubbles.
So now let's move to Mario Costas, former World Championship underwater bubble ring champion.
Well, do we have to do that with my name?
She's enjoying this.
When Rosie sees that.
I can't go any longer.
Break on to the next bit. As you can see, the crowd.
Matt. No! 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 You fucking hit me! You fucking hit me with that ball again! I'll rip your eyes out and skull fuck you!
The worst bubbling maker ever.
So fucking funny. Oh.